Okay, class. Today we're going to read about Little Bear and his loose tooth. Has anyone ever had a loose tooth before? I know I have. All right. Little Bear's loose tooth. One morning when Little Bear woke up, his mouth felt strange. When he moved his tongue, his tooth wiggled. "My tooth is loose," said Little Bear. He wiggled his tooth with his tongue. "That is very loose. That is a very loose tooth," said Mother Bear. What do you think he meant when he said, "My tooth is loose"? He meant loose, right? Loose. My tooth is loose. Little Bear wanted his tooth to fall out. He wanted to know what the tooth fairy would bring him. So Little Bear waited for it to fall out. After breakfast, Little Bear practiced whistling with Father Bear. Then he drew a picture of himself with a big space in his smile. See the picture? And the big tooth, or the big space? Little Bear felt around in his mouth. His tooth was still there. Little Bear found Cat, Duck, and Emily in the field playing with butterflies. "My tooth is loose," said Little Bear. Little Bear wiggled his tooth proudly. His friends wanted to make Little Bear's tooth fall out. Duck had an idea. Little Bear could hang upside down from the tree, she said. Cat, Duck, Emily, and Little Bear climbed a tall oak, but it was much too high. "I'm dizzy," said Little Bear. He said dizzy. He meant dizzy. So they climbed down. Little Bear felt around in his mouth. The loose tooth was still there. Emily had an idea. She took a piece of string and tied it to Little Bear's tooth. Then she tied the other end to a rock. She climbed the big oak again. Emily dropped the rock from the branch high up in the big oak, but the string broke. The rock fell to the ground, and Little Bear's tooth hadn't come out. Now that was a little dangerous. I wouldn't have tied the string to a rock. That could have hurt him, you know. Owl flew over and asked what they were doing. "My tooth is loose," said Little Bear. "We're trying to help Little Bear's tooth fall out," said Emily. Owl had an idea. He whispered in Emily's ear. Emily ran to get her bike. Owl tied the string to Emily's bike. Emily climbed on and pedaled away, but the string came untied, and Little Bear still had his tooth. That was another little dangerous thing to do. I wouldn't have wanted you to do. I wouldn't want anybody to do anything like that because you could hurt yourself. All of this work had made Little Bear hungry. He waved goodbye to his friends and whistled as he walked home. That night, Mother Bear made corn on the cob for dinner. Little Bear took a big bite. Bear's mouth felt strange. His tooth had fallen out. "That's a beauty," said Father Bear. Little Bear tried to whistle. He couldn't make a sound. "My whistle is gone," he said. "You'll get it back when your new tooth comes in," said Father Bear. After dinner, Little Bear brushed his teeth very carefully. He brushed the one that fell out too. Little Bear wanted it to be nice and clean for the tooth fairy. Everybody brushes their teeth, right? Because you want them to be clean, nice and healthy. Before bed, Little Bear placed the tooth under his pillow. Father Bear whistled as he tucked him in. Little Bear tried to whistle back, but no sound came out. The next morning, Little Bear woke very early. He looked under his pillow and found a shiny red whistle. At the breakfast table, Little Bear whistled happily. "The tooth fairy knew just what I wanted," said Little Bear. After breakfast, Little Bear went out to find his friends. He whistled all the way, and the birds whistled back. The end. So let's talk about Little Bear cleaning his tooth. I know everybody brushes their teeth and keep their teeth nice and clean. Can you show me how you brush your teeth? And how long do you brush your teeth? How long do you brush your teeth for? Do you hum a little song when you brush your teeth? Like ABCs? Just hum. Yay! You brush your teeth, very clean, and now you know the things to do and what things not to do if you ever have a loose tooth.